So today, let's talk about something really interesting happening inside the Pi network. It's a story all about a community trying to answer a really big question. How does a new digital currency actually get real-world value?
I mean, really, think about it. How does a brand new currency, something born entirely online, prove it's actually worth something in the physical world? We're not talking about just speculation or market hype here. We're talking about tangible, everyday use. So let's dig into how one group is trying to make that happen.
To really get what they're doing, you first have to understand the core idea behind the Pi network itself. It's always been set up to be a little bit different from most other cryptocurrencies out there.
You see, the whole vision for Pi was to be something other than the wild roller coaster of the speculative crypto markets. The goal was never for people to just trade it on exchanges. The idea was for you to actually use it, for buying goods and services. More like the cash in your wallet and way less like a stock you're just hoping goes up. Okay, so how do you turn that vision into a reality? Well, that's where the Prestige movement comes in. It's a community initiative that basically decided to take on this challenge head-on.
So, what is this movement? Well, it's an initiative from the Arab community that aims to prove Pi's value in the most direct way possible, by using it. Their whole strategy is to skip the theories and go straight to the real world, connecting the currency to high-quality, tangible products.
And this slide really gets to the heart of their whole philosophy. On one side, you've got the typical speculation model, hoarding coins, riding these crazy waves of price volatility, and just endlessly trading on markets. They're focused on the complete opposite. They want to see Pi being exchanged for actual goods, which they hope will lead to a stable price based on real commerce.
And all of this is driving towards their main objective, a consensus price. Now, this isn't a number dictated by traders or exchanges. It's a value that's supposed to emerge organically, from the ground up, because the community itself is agreeing on what Pi is worth through actual use.
So, that's the theory. But what's the actual plan? Well, it's ambitious, it's symbolic, and it's definitely designed to get people's attention. They want to buy a car, and not just any car, a BMW. The plan has 4 main steps. First, announce the goal to get the community rallied up. Next, they'll transparently pool all the Pi contributions. The third step is the really crucial one, completing the purchase entirely with Pi, no regular money involved. And finally, that car will become a kind of moving advertisement promoting the network's real-world utility.
They're aiming for a big, historic moment here, and they're drawing a direct comparison to the legendary Bitcoin pizza purchase. You probably know the story. Back in 2010, someone used 10,000 Bitcoins to buy 2 pizzas. It was a pivotal moment. It proved Bitcoin could actually be used as money. This is their pizza moment. But why a luxury car? Because a high-value, tangible purchase like a BMW has a huge impact. It's designed to grab headlines and prove, in a way you just can't ignore, that Pi has serious purchasing power and credibility. Of course, a plan this big isn't something a small group can do on its own. It needs the buy-in and the participation of the whole Pi community.
So to make this happen, they've put out an open call for contributions. Any amount helps. And this isn't just about pooling funds, it's about everyone getting behind a practical experiment. To add a little friendly incentive, the top 10 contributors will be publicly honored. But they make it very clear, the decision to participate is up to each and every individual.
So what's the long-term vision? I mean, beyond just buying a single car, what does the Prestige movement hope to achieve for the entire Pi network?
Well, the ultimate hope is that successful, high-profile examples of Pi's utility will create a kind of positive feedback loop. The more that people see Pi being used for real-world things, the more stable and higher that consensus value could become, and that in turn would benefit everyone who holds and uses the currency.
Now we do have to go over some important disclaimers here. First, this is a community experiment. It's not financial or investment advice. Second, the Prestige movement is an independent group. It is not an official body of the Pi project. And finally, as with anything like this, participants should always be sure to follow their own local laws and regulations. Which leaves us with a final fascinating question. Just as 2 pizzas once helped to find the story of Bitcoin, can one car help shape the future of Pi? It's a bold experiment in creating value from the ground up, and you can be sure the community is watching very closely to see what happens next.